Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend DG Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
What's up, guys? It's Acacia Ray, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast. Let's go.
All right, we're here again. So tell me what you want, what you really, really want. That's right, more salty.
I wanna.
We don't want to know what you want to do. Illegal in 5 states. Anyway, that's right.
All 48 continental states. Thank you very much.
Well, we'll try to find Hawaii. All right. Speaking of, she's a little bit salty.
He's a whole lot of petty, and together we're the Salty and Petty Podcast.
Duh. That's right. And as we said last time, we're going to talk the Spice Girl. Swing. So, as a young girl of the 90s on Film Fire, where did you first come across the Spice Girl? When did they hit your radar?
I want to say maybe it was, I don't know, like as soon as they came out, I guess, 96.
I'm like, did you hear them on the radio first, or did you?
I think it was a sleepover, somebody's CD.
Oh.
I am not the hugest Spice Girls fan, to be honest. I don't really like a lot of British pop music. Infamously, I hate the Beatles.
Yes, you made that well known.
Yeah, but then they were okay. They were fun. Like they're very much a gimmick, and no tea, no shade. I don't feel like any of them can actually sing, unlike actual boy bands. And for them to be the #1 best-selling female group of all time, that just kind of hurts because I just feel like none of them really had a lot of talent. There, I said it.
Well, again, there was the female version of the boy band, right?
Well, boy bands, every single boy band that I love have talent. Boys to Men, Backstreet Boys, they all have Grammys. Just saying.
I know.
Spice Girls don't have Grammys. They have #1 Billboard chart singles, sure, but they don't have Grammys.
So
not that Grammys matter, but like.
But again, I'm not as familiar with the background. So is that the plan? Where was someone just some?
So yeah, they were definitely trying to compete with the boy band market. They figured, hey, boy bands are in, why not get a girl group? And I don't think there's really ever been really like a popular, like in my lifetime, like popular girl band that's from over there. Like we had TLC, like it's more on this side of the pond than it is across that side of the pond. You know what I mean? Especially not in like teen pop music. Like it just wasn't a thing. Usually you have your solo girlies. You have like, if you want to take it way back, you have your Paula Abduls, your Tiffany's, you have your Christina Aguilera's, your Britney Spears, your Mandy Moore's. You really don't have like a girl group in that sense. So. But I always knew when they, like, and this is no tea, no shade, but, like, the minute that they, like, made the Black Girl Scary Spice, I was like, oh, yeah, this is a total gimmick. Like, I've had a whole thing about the Spice Girls, and it's like Victoria Beckham notoriously cannot sing. They literally kicked her out of the band, and it made no difference.
Well, I mean, we know why Victoria Beckham was there. For the face. For the looks.
Was it for the looks? She's not even the prettiest member to me.
Oh! I mean, yeah, I'll agree with you, but it's just
everybody knows Baby's the prettiest. Like, let's just be real. Shout out to Emma.
I think they were trying to position Victoria Beckham as the best looking one. That's what.
I guess because she was the skinniest, and back in the 90s, you had to be heroin chic thin, and that's what she had going for her. Very much so, yeah. Did you find that commercial that I was telling you yesterday about?
No.
You gotta see it where it's her and freaking David Beckham talking about the Cinnamon Sisters, the Pepper Girls, or it's just hilarious. I thought it was funny. It's the funniest thing she's done. You know, another reason why I don't like Victoria, is because do you remember like when David Beckham decided to come play soccer in America? It was like this whole thing, the Beckhams are coming, and like they had a whole TV show, and I was like, nobody gives a shit. Call me when Jerry is coming. Call me. Well, and Mel B had been over here for a few, and nobody made it to do about it. She even had like a lot of hit singles when she went solo. I think she actually, honestly, low-key had the best solo career. Plus, she's got that money because she's got a kid from Eddie Murphy. I'm just saying, Scary Spice is infinitely the most interesting one out of the group. But they always like tried to downplay it. So I just did the thing.
Does she have money though? Because I mean, she was.
She doesn't have money, but like,
okay.
She could have. She like Eddie Murphy technically has full custody of that kid. Had she not lost custody with that whole shenanigan, she's the most interesting. But she at one point she did have more money than most of the other Spice Girls outside of Victoria. But like Victoria wouldn't have money if she wasn't married to David Beckham.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's not true because she technically kind of comes from money, but like nouveau riche, like she's not old money. Like her money from England is like nouveau riche money. Like her dad made like money like and like what we would consider blue collar work, which is kind of like frowned upon in England. So it's kind of ironic that they call her Posh Spice, honestly. When you think about it, like that whole thing, like it's Spice Girls is like every member is super interesting, but I think Mel B is the most interesting person post Spice Girls breakup. Baby's the quietest. She minds her business. Sporty is the second quietest. Everybody else has kind of been in scandals and things like that, one way or the other.
Was it Scary Spice or I think it was her? Was there all kinds of like stories about like her, like I don't know,
her husband that wasn't even really who he said he was? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, and they have like some weird sexual things going on to
Yep.
them. Yeah.
Yep. Messed up. It's such a shame, which is crazy because like she's like I want to say she's like not a dame, but like maybe a lady. I know that her title specifically ends in MBE, which is like most excellent British order of whatever, and you get bestowed that by like the sovereign leader, like the king or queen of England for like art. Let me see if they all have it. I just know that Mel B has it, and I just found that hilarious. Nope, Emma doesn't have it. I think Mel might be the only one. Let me see. Melanie C. No, Mel B's the only one with it. Hold up. Surely Victoria has it. Hold on, let me check.
Yes,
no, she doesn't. That's crazy. Cause she's the one with the most. That's so funny to me.
I mean,
but again, like I said, she had the most successful music career post Spice Girl breakup, so maybe that's why.
I was gonna say Mel B was on
she's on America's Got Talent. She's judged a ton of stuff. Not just in America, but a ton of stuff. She also did like she was on Dancing with the Stars. She placed number 2 in Dancing with the Stars. Yeah. Like she's like I said, she's not even my favorite. Like I said, like I like Baby. I think a lot of people really love Ginger Spice. I don't know why. Jerry was like a loudmouth bitch.
And again, I've heard things. I'm not sure what's it like. Was she like a later edition or something? Because did I see? Was she like older than the rest of them or something?
She was older than everybody, but they all formed at the same time. But she was older, and she left because of like personal differences. I think it's because she was older. She wanted to start a family. She was really depressed, things like that. But like she's just like kind of notoriously a bitch to everybody too, like even the fans sometimes. So it was really like messed. Like it was really weird to me when everybody was so like, "Oh, Ginger Spice left the group." Like, whatever. But the nice thing is they never did replace her, and eventually they did kind of like sort of reunite, and the fans got to see them in concert again as a 5-piece. Because they went on without her for like I think 2 albums, and they did that tour without her, but they reunited like as a 5-piece at like the 2012 Olympics when they did the closing ceremonies. I remember everybody lost their minds for that. But the Spice Girls were a huge thing. They were pretty unescapable. They had their own movie. They had tons of number ones. I mean, maybe not in America, but like the UK, like their number 1 streak was just like epic.
You would I mean, did they ever hit number 1 over here? I mean,
yeah, they did. I'm pretty sure Wannabe was number 1.
I was gonna say there was at least a summer or 2. I remember
Wannabe. The summer of '96, you could not, if you were on a pop station, you could not escape Wannabe.
Anywhere that was playing music, yeah, like popular music, you heard it. I mean,
then like that winter, Say You'll Be There and Two Become One. Like, if you were on the teen pop station, that was there. They also had like 3 #1 Christmases every single year, singles and stuff. Like, they were popular for sure.
Yeah.
But it just was just not my thing. Like, because like I said, I don't get British sensibility when it comes to pop music. Like, not modern. Like the 60s stuff, totally get the vibe, totally get it. But like the modern stuff and the people that they let be famous over there, it's weird.
So
It's a choice.
So what year did they hit big over here? Was it 94?
No, it's 96. Same.
96, okay, yeah.
The same year that they debuted everywhere. 96 was really well. I'd say honestly, after Spice World movie, so like 98, 99 is really when they were like at their peak, and I think when America Most was kind of going through that Spice Girl phase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember they hit. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because they hit over here, and then like pretty quickly, within a year or two, yeah, that movie came out.
So the movie came out in like 98. That's like 98, 99 concert tour. Like that concert tour season in 99, every single one of my friends, we gotta go see Spice Girls. I'm like, do we? Ooh, it was crazy. But like by the end of 2000, they were done. Like they had broken up, and I think it's honestly they should have never. Their third album was R&B influenced, and I feel like they should have. That was just not the vibes for them. It was not the vibes for them. It's like, babes, take a look around. Take a look around you.
Were they just trying to chase a trend or something? I mean,
eventually that's what kills every single gimmicky boy or girl band. Like, if you want to talk like boy bands of the time, like you had that Nick Lachey band, 98 Degrees. You had like a whole bunch of boy bands that were just like kind of like a gimmick, LFO. And they never stuck around. Meanwhile, Backstreet Boys still making music, still touring, still getting Grammys. Just saying, not for nothing. And they even Kevin left, Brian left. They all come back. You know, it's a thing. So I just feel like if you're chasing a trend and nobody's really into it, they're just all there for a paycheck. And that's very much what every single one of these things felt like. It was like, okay, we're gonna be the Spice Girls for this amount of time. We're gonna break up and do our solo things, right? And and when they took that hiatus and they all tried to do solo things. Jerry, I think she released some stuff like right after, and people were like feeling bad for her, so it sold kind of well. Wait, did Victoria? I feel like Victoria might have not done a single. Let me check.
Didn't she get into like didn't she have a fashion line or something?
What hasn't Victoria Beckham done? That is the question.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did release a single that didn't do too good. It was Out of Your Mind, now that I think about it. But they were all signed to Virgin Records. Well, I remember when Virgin Records was huge, when they had like Madonna, they had Janet Jackson. So that was like a really big thing for them too, to be on Virgin Records. Obviously, it was also like a UK thing. Mariah Carey was on Virgin for a while. I remember when it was things like, oh, they're leaving Sony or they're leaving, Atlantic Records, and everybody was going to Virgin because that was just the big thing. And it's just, so they did have like a lot of fun collabs, at least I would say. But like I said, that's kind of almost everybody's plan, honestly. When you're like, if you're like a group that forms, that gets put together, like you audition, like you're not already like a band that's been playing in the garage forever. Yeah, you just want to be a part of the band and go solo, and that was everybody's kind of main thing.
Yeah, if you don't come to them as an already fully formed group, yeah, you got a shelf life. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a shelf life and you got a plan. You got a game plan. And it's just really, whatever. I mean, like, shout out to people who love Spice Girls. Like I said, it's just not my thing, but it's such an interesting phase of teen pop music of the 90s leading into the 2000s. It's just like everything was, it's kind of weird because like we had gone through the grunge thing because of the Milli Vanilli thing, right? Where, pop music and was at an all-time high and that ruined it. And then, we went for grunge, something more authentic, more guttural, more, more pathos and just more like, authentic. And then we come back into the mid 90s and 2000s with pure pop packaged garbage. It's just such an interesting trend with music.
Yeah. It's like, let's just find pretty people who can sing. Yeah.
Or don't even have to sing.
Well, yeah. Who can either sing or can fake it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, like I don't like, just not my cup of tea. But I just personally auto-tune killed music. It killed music.
Yeah. Well, again, when it all sounds the same, yeah.
Oh God, so much of the music in the mid-90s to early 2000s sound the same. Like, honestly, I couldn't tell you Willa Ford from Mandy Moore.
Oh yeah. There's a bunch.
I'm being real, like, and I love Mandy Moore as an actress, but like her music career is just like she's a better actor. Like, she can sing too. This is the sad thing. Mandy Moore can really sing, but she was blonde, and there were too many blonde pop princesses of the time, and that's why she dyed her hair and tried to do adult contemporary.
Oh yeah.
It's okay for a while, but like acting is her thing. It's her thing.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, there were too many blonde girls of the time.
Oh yeah, her, Brittany, Christina,
Pink, technically, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, they tried to make Pink pretend like she was black. That's a whole nother thing from the 2000s we can talk about.
Gwen Stefani.
Ambiguous people. But yeah, there's like tons. It was Jessica Simpson, so it's just like I said, they were definitely trying to capitalize on that. And they're like, hey, we'll do a girl group instead. That way, we'll even give them a black one. We'll give them a redhead. We'll give them a blonde. But like, I never really got the Sporty Spice and Posh thing because they kind of look alike. So it's just like they should have tried a little harder with those two. It's obviously when you see the first time you see their music video, it is a gimmick. It is a gimmick. And that for me just probably never sat right in my spirit because like I just don't like that. I just don't like that. It's probably like a thing about like why I don't like NSYNC. It's a gimmick. Like Chris Kirkpatrick is what killed NSYNC for me. The fucking hairdos he had. Like I just couldn't take it. I was like, no, I can't take you seriously.
Oh, so you're saying NSYNC is a gimmick, Lilith?
Initially, come on, Chris Kirkpatrick's hair.
Off, she said it.
Ask her about Chris Kirkpatrick's hair. Tell me what the hell that was.
She wants to know what's up with Chris Kirkpatrick's hair back in the day.
Oh, the pineapple?
The pineapple?
Yeah, exactly. Like I couldn't do it.
Hey, I'm still working. I'm still working trying to get you that NSYNC Justin Timberlake discussion with her.
I mean, him and JC Chasez were carrying the group. Look, listen, I have a lot of thoughts, but so yeah, it's just interesting. Like I said, like if you listen to their solo stuff, it's just all kind of like weird dancey synth stuff that was kind of popular at the time. That people who had tried their hand at other stuff, that's where you kind of go. That's kind of the genre you go to.
Yeah. Again, it's like if your eyes are open and you're aware, you kind of see, oh yeah, they're trying to package this and give us this again and stuff again.
But the Spice Girl merch, baby, and I don't think they ever saw a dime of their merch. Unfortunately,
that's what I was going to say. Did they
none of them have money anymore.
No.
The way that it was set up, like because they had like these managers, like music is you get shitty deals in music, especially back in the 90s, and like I'm pretty sure they didn't see a penny of the merch or anything like that.
Well, I was going to say, between the music and the merch, none of them should have to work again if they were getting.
But they do.
Yeah.
They're all in a sad state of affairs except for Victoria, which is why I think she kind of technically married David Beckham. So, do you. You pop out those kids, do you. I see you. I see you for who you are. No problem. But yeah, I mean, what do you know about the Spice Girls? Like, were you in like high school when they came out, or?
Well, 96. That was my senior year of high school. Yeah, I mean, I remember the music coming out, and of course, as a teenage boy, I remember all the friends saying, "Oh, which one would you do?"
The boobs were out for sure.
Oh yeah, and all our friends were like, "Oh yeah, which one would you do?" Blah blah blah, all that. And I think, oh my god, and then there was a VHS tape circulating. I guess I don't know where she posed, but I guess Jerry had like nude pictures floating around or something. Yeah. So of course, all the high school boys had, were like, "Oh yeah, give me that tape, give me that."
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes. Yikes.
Well, again, the internet wasn't as fully formed as it is now. So,
of course. Yeah. I'm like, because even I watched the time. It was. What the Tommy Lee and Pamela thing was VHS. So yeah.
Oh yeah, honk that horn. But no, I actually went to see the movie because me and a friend.
Was it a date?
Well, we double dated. There was a double date. Yeah, we went and just,
It's the only reason to see the. Actually, didn't they re-released it not too long ago? That movie, I remember
did they?
a lot of my friends were like gonna go see it and stuff together. And I'm like, I'm not coming all the way out there to watch a crappy movie. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what I don't even remember the plot of. One thing
It was really bad though.
They
It
were on
was almost
tour or
as bad as
something.
Britney Spears' Crossroads. Oh my god, the 90s and 2000s were so bad with pop stars being in bad movies. Shout out to Sparkle, Mariah Carey, you can get it. You can get it.
I just feel like we need to, it's like, oh, were you a teenager in the 90s or early 2000s?
You're old compensation.
You deserve compensation for your pain.
Millennials deserve compensation. We do. Gen X most of all, because you guys are kind of the forgot. You're kind of like the modern version of the silent generation. You guys are always forgotten. People always forget about Gen X. They're like, yeah, boomers, millennials. It's like, babes, there's a whole generation in between us.
Again, summers were like living in the desert. It's like, yeah, we lived on hose water and whatever table scraps we could find at people's houses. Yeah.
As long as you're at home by the time the street lights came on, they didn't care.
Hell, it was me and my friends ran in the neighborhood in complete darkness. I mean, it was like be home by 11. I was like, okay.
Oh wow, lucky you.
I know. Well, that's what you get. It's like, oh yeah, we're going to bed. The parents go to bed. Oh, I gotta get up for work in the morning. Okay, see ya. See you whenever. When I wake up, you'll be gone. See ya.
Exactly.
But yeah, I remember that movie. Me and my friend are just like, okay, just look at the pretty images. Just look at the pretty images.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because again, it was
kind of awards though. So like, people love them. Like American, like all over the world, people love Spice Girls. Like,
well, again,
struck a chord with somebody. For sure.
Oh yeah, I mean, again, it was all puff but again, it was like a girl power message, right? So
of course. Oh wow,
yeah.
The Spice Girls website still works. Oh no!
Have they updated it anytime lately?
It doesn't. It looks like the last album that I saw. Hold on, let me show you guys.
I was gonna say unless someone was updating it and like for all their solo stuff or whatever, but is it a fan site or is it like an official?
No, it's their site. It's Spice Girls.
Oh yeah, that looks.
Hold on, let me just. It does look like a certain time though. Like, let's see.
I was gonna say that looks like 2000s there. Oh my, 1996, 10 tracks.
Oh, they never did update it. This is the original one. That's crazy.
2009, Viva Forever.
Yeah, that's.
Oh wow, that's like walking around like an abandoned mall or something. Oh my lord.
Truly.
That needs to be our thing. All those people go through abandoned malls. We need to go through
find abandoned websites.
Yes.
Don't go to MySpace. It will make you so fucking sad.
Oh, does it still work? I didn't think it worked.
It still works. Like Russians bought it and they hacked all the data and then somebody else bought it. Justin Timberlake owned it for a while.
Yeah.
That's great. Like, yeah, MySpace makes me so sad. So many people lost so many memories.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we should. Oh, yeah, we should do that. Let's do that. Let's find some. Web 1.0. Oh man, like that's so crazy. Like when I think about like what did I used to do on the internet at the beginning? Like I used to just fall down rabbit holes and it'd be so easy. And now I think about it, what do I do on the internet now? I scroll social media. I hate the condensing of the internet into just so few websites. It's just so hard to find.
Yeah, like
different websites,
bulletin boards and stuff, and chat rooms and stuff.
Shout out to IRC, MSN Messenger, Yahoo Chat. Like y'all kids just don't know. You don't know.
I said it's so funny because it was like 98 or 99. I found this little website called the Quantum Zone by some Quasar website, and it ends up years later I meet him and start podcasting with him. It's so weird.
That is weird. That is crazy. But yeah, I just I think about all the little like websites we used to code that are like just probably dead now. Remember all those free little websites people used to make what was it, like firechat.com or, whatever it is. Just, yeah, what 1.0 was great. Like, you could just stumble around the internet. And now it's just not like
Yeah, or you
that.
could find like a bulletin board or chat room with people with similar interests and stuff. And
Yeah, the Buffy boards, the X-File boards.
yeah,
Oh,
like Marvel and DC, I think, had
Christ.
them. Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of that stuff's gone now. They got
Hmm.
rid of it because it was,
No,
fans
again,
gonna be fans.
well, again, people can't behave. So yeah.
That's so funny that their site works, but it hasn't been updated. I guess they got to keep the domain because they are technically still a group.
Mm.
They're still technically present as of 2018. They've still been like touring, and they're probably gonna make another album pretty soon, is what I heard.
Are they going to be like the Rolling Stones and just like keep doing like retirement tours till for the?
Yes, actually, yes, that's what I heard. But yeah, I just like the Spice World movie really turned me off to them though. Like I remember watching it at a sleepover, and I was just like, ew, this is what everybody's going crazy for. Okay.
Well, again, was that was that the thing that drove it home? Where it's like, oh yeah, this is just like pretty
I
packaged fluff.
mean, listen. Everybody has the right to love schlock.
Oh yeah.
I'm not here to judge, but I just really didn't I never understood the whole Spice Girl appeal. Like it just always felt too fake. And that's the thing about British media, just in general, for me. Outside of maybe Doctor Who, is the only like real British thing that I like enjoy, that I get, that I understand. Everything else, I'm just like Monty Python. I'm just like, I don't get it. I don't get it. That's not true. Like I like Luther, a couple of things, but like the main like British staple stuff, like I just don't get. Like Alfie, like the original Alfie with Michael Caine, like he was the sexiest man alive. Okay, whatever. It's your business. That's like your business, man.
How about no?
Exactly. I prefer parody of British stuff
Exactly.
than I do the actual British stuff.
I mean, as much of a dumpster fire as America is, I mean, are we like?
At least I know the references.
I was
At least
gonna
I'm
say,
not gonna get shat on for freaking not having. Well, I do have an electric kettle actually, but before I had an electric kettle, why do you microwave your water? Why do you microwave your water? What's the fucking?
oh my.
Just because you watch Doctor Who and drink tea doesn't make you superior. Let me tell you.
I was gonna say, as much of a dumpster fire as we are, I mean,
England's a big old dumpster fire.
Are
really.
we like number one in like
cultural export?
And yeah, entertainment content.
Yeah,
and
we're not, honestly, yeah, we are number one cultural export, and much to everybody's chagrin. I don't know that we should be like. I hate when people are like, "What are those red cups? Is that real?" Like, yeah, red Solo cups exist, but yeah, people do have parties like that. Like I had to spend a semester abroad, and people would always ask me really random questions.
Really? Like that?
Yeah.
Like that? Oh,
like, yeah, they're called Solo cups. Like, you guys don't have that here? It's like, oh wait, or in Canada, oh wait, you guys don't have red Solo cups. You have bagged milk. Whatever. You call maths, and you say aggro. Like, I get it. It's different. Some things I just prefer American, okay?
America.
Cue the eagle, Like I said, my girl groups, I like the Supremes. I like TLC. 3LW, Dream. Those are girl groups to me. Spice Girls is a gimmick. A good, successful gimmick that unfortunately I feel like didn't make the group itself a lot of money, but everybody that managed them a lot of money. And that's really what grinds my gears at the end of the day, I guess.
Oh yeah.
All this girl power speak, they were actually really catty and bitchy to each other, notoriously hated each other for the most part. So it's just like, you just kind of see through it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, wasn't there like drama on all those like boy bands too and stuff? And
it wasn't drama in Backstreet Boys until Nick and Brian kind of drunk the right-wing QAnon water. So that was like 20 years later. So like, yeah, Kevin left because of something Nick did, and then he came back, but then Brian, they got into a fight with Brian because he fell down the QAnon rabbit hole. Like that was decades later though. Like I think they were the most stable boy band.
Okay, yeah. And again, once again, you kind of it's kind of you're taking that chance when you don't come to them as a fully formed group already, when they're just
Yeah,
picking.
like I said, they definitely didn't, and for them to have lasted this long is actually like it blows my mind every single fucking day when I'm like, yeah, I can still go to a Backstreet Boys concert. Like they're still touring, they're still making new music. Meanwhile, like every other boy band that I listen to, every other pretty much like Jessica Simpson don't make music no more. She makes shoes. Mandy Moore don't make music no more. She makes TV shows. Britney Spears, we're always prayers up for Britney. You know, like. I think maybe Pink is the only one that's still touring and making money outside of that too. Willa Ford, where the hell is she?
Well,
Christina Aguilera's, she's out raising her kids and guest hosting on whatever fucking talent show she's guesting on now.
Yeah, well, again, is it just like how much do you love music? Do you keep going with music if you really love it, or if you find something else you love, it's like, oh, I'll sidestep into this.
And unfortunately for women specifically, you're 30. You've hit the wall. We're not interested.
Aging.
Oh, you've had a baby. We're not interested. That whole thing too. So
I don't know. I get the businesses like that, but sometimes does the nostalgia kick in, and they're just like, oh, hey.
Oh, that's what. Look, listen. Their comeback tours have made them tons of money. Like I said, they struck a chord with some people. And good for you. Like I said, everybody's entitled to like what they like. I just, even as a young kid, just was like, okay, not for me. Not my thing.
I know, but with anything you love, it's like once you see past the wall, it's just like you see behind the scenes, like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
when it
like
clicks,
literally, my childhood dies a little bit every single fucking day with every news story, and I'm just like, oh, pedophile, sex trafficker, murderer, rapist, nice, great,
or just Me Too stuff. Yeah, it's just
yeah.
That's why I'm so glad, like when we interview people, and they turn out to be nice people, and I'm just like, oh, thank God.
Oh, thank God. Yeah. Never meet your heroes, honestly. Like I've met some famous people that have just left a really bad taste in my mouth. Just I'll go ahead and say it, like Tom Cruise. It's why I always call him little tiny Tom Cruise, just like Family Guy, because he's he's in his own little bubble. Like when you talk about people that are out of touch, yeah, that's just really what it is.
Yeah,
like, a lot of them are out of touch.
Especially like when you've been famous like him for like what, like 40 some years or something.
Yeah.
It's just like, yeah, I think you kind of lose touch. I mean,
yeah. Well, and this might have been a bad day, but also when I met Tom Hanks.
Oh, really?
But he's with a son like Chet. I totally understand why you'd be pissed off all the time.
Yeah.
To be fair, I think it was when Chet was going through that custody battle, so I'll let that slide. But if I meet him the next time and he's an asshole, I'm gonna tell you guys.
Again, when you ever said he was trying to be the white rapper, yeah,
a Jamaican white rapper, no. Like, babes, we know who your parents and your brother are. Yeah, I understand.
I mean, that's the other thing.
Also, Ben Stiller's an asshole, but that's not a secret.
Oh,
that is not a secret. And his wife is a bitch.
Oh, I just saw that episode with them on Curb.
Oh, you're at that season. Okay.
Well, I've already I'm started season. I'm like kind of in the middle of season 5 right now.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the other thing. It's like, yeah, like years ago when Tyler and I met Dean Cain. I mean, he seemed like a nice fellow, but yeah, some of his views are just.
Yeah, I love Dean Cain. Like I said, everybody. Sometimes you have to separate the art. Sometimes I'm willing to separate the art from the artist, but like he's steadfast in his convictions, and you just don't really see that in Hollywood a lot. And
yeah,
that's why he's ended up where he's ended up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Kevin Sorbo, broke my heart. Broke my fucking heart.
Yeah. No, don't follow him on Twitter. Oh man, oh no.
Go. Stop. Calm down.
Damn boyfriends. Breaking the leash.
Okay. So yeah, I haven't met any of the Spice Girls though.
You haven't met
and
any?
I don't want to. That's not true. I would love to meet Baby. I think they say she's the nicest. I would want to pick Jerry's brain. I'm like, tell me what those bitches did to you. That's what I want to know. We've never really got full confirmation on that.
Oh my God, we need a group interview. Come on, Spice Girls.
Like her music is the furthest. Like when she went solo, her music was the furthest departure. It wasn't like pop or synthy or anything like that. It was pretty like dark. And that's because I think she said she was depressed and stuff like that. So her music, like solo music, is the most interesting out of all of them.
Hmm.
I think
Yeah.
she's the most interesting one because she was the oldest and she was the one that left and got all that publicity and does have those nudes floating around, and like she lived a life before Spice Girls. Everybody else really didn't have much going on previously. So
Yeah.
I think that's why she's probably the most interesting to me and probably the one I would want to meet.
And she probably knew a lot more about the business when they formed. Yeah.
Yeah. But the music business is so smarmy. Like, I'm glad that more artists are figuring it out that they can do it by themselves now because the technology is
Oh yeah.
there.
Oh yeah. All you got to do is to release stuff on YouTube and stuff. And yeah, I mean, again, you really don't need. You might need some money, but besides that, you can promote
Well,
yourself.
that's
Use it
what,
more easily.
Kickstarter and
Yeah.
Indiegogo and people are making their own films. Why not? I mean,
True.
music production is infinitely more cheaper now than it's ever been. I mean, you can
Mhm.
get access to all the professional tools, and it's not that much money.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an expensive hobby, put it to you that way.
Yeah.
But so is film, like buying cameras and lenses and editing and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So
But I mean, the music business is nothing like it was in the night. I
oh,
mean,
it's dying. The
mhm.
music business is dying, and that's why you see all these damn music people losing their minds and showing their wieners on public social media, and everybody's just like kind of like just the entertainment industry in general is not what it used to be. It's not making the money that it used to be. It's not generating the interest that it used to. Like when a Mr. Beast video gets more views than a new SVU episode, we know something's wrong here, right?
Yeah, yeah. I thought I didn't open the article, but I swear I saw a headline that they said Jerry Seinfeld saying the movie business is dying or whatever.
And it's been dying for quite a while. It's just not as profitable. It's like, especially when all you want to do is like a shared universe. Like you're
Uh,
just stuck on that because that's the formula that works. But people are tired of it.
yeah, and exactly. I mean, yeah, everything doesn't need to be a shared universe, but yeah, everyone saw the success Disney had with the Marvel stuff, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, we need to link stuff.
Yeah, and so it's like when you chase those trends, things start to die, and that brings it
And
full circle back to Spice Girls.
yes, yes,
Like if they would have had their own like actual brand and personality, I feel like they would have had a little more longevity. But because they were a trend, they died just soon as they did a trend. Nobody like the R&B stuff. They were done. They were gone.
yeah. I mean, is that
That
like
was not relatable to their fan base at all. So it just shocked me that they tried it and it didn't even sound good. Low key.
yeah, yeah, the fan base doesn't like it, and is that almost like a sign of desperation when you switch genres? Just like, oh hey, what we're doing is not working or something.
No, they were chasing a trend.
Uh,
That's all they were meant to be. And I think
yeah,
that they lost sight of that. I think that their management was just doing what they do and they thought, oh hey, yeah, this will be a fun way, but not realizing like, hey, is our core audience actually gonna like that?
yeah,
That wasn't their decision to make because again, they're just this girl band that was put together. They really had no say over their musical direction.
yeah,
And
yeah.
really no interest in their own artistry. Like I said, they just kind of flowed along doing what other people wanted them to do, which, okay.
Okay, I'm always like, is it just a lack of interest, or they have contracts where like, oh no, you have to do what we say?
Oh, those contracts were ironclad back in the day and they were terrible. Those 360 deals and stuff, if you ever like look into it and like Prince tried to tell everybody and then Taylor Swift came along and that people actually listened to a pretty blonde white girl, go imagine. So yeah, like it's terrible deals like that. And like honestly, the person that I feel the worst for is probably Kesha.
Mm.
So I think she got like one of the worst deals, like having to work with your, the guy.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah,
Jesus Christ, like
yeah.
just, and you can't get your music back from him, and that, and
Oh yeah,
Scooter
oh
and
yeah,
all that. Yeah, so
oh
it's like,
yeah. Because isn't there even stories like Billie Eilish, like guys have been creepy with her, like when she was starting out or whatever, or like record people or
music creeps are gonna be music creeps. Is all
yeah.
I can say about that. Unfortunately.
Uh,
But like, and you know what? To their credit, they've never really come out and by this time they should be comfortable if something did like that happen to them. They've never really said
oh
that
yeah,
those things happened to them. They just said they got really bad deals musically,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
Yeah,
That was it. So that's
yeah,
nice.
the Me
I
Too stuff,
guess.
it's probably easier when you're in a group, but, like, if you're, like, a solo, that's when the creepers probably are just like, "Oh,"
Yeah. Or, you know. I don't know. The more I learn, the more eyebrows get raised, and it's a whole rabbit hole, honestly.
Mhm.
But yeah, like I said, I have a couple of friends who are like diehard Spice Girl fans. When they come to concert in California or the DMV area, they're gonna be there. They're gonna be singing every song. They're gonna dress up.
I mean, again, is it just like women of a certain age, because they were fans in
It's
the
what they
90s?
have, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like going to a Britney or Beyonce concert.
Yeah.
Like it's
That's
just
what I'm saying.
you're just gonna
There's
do
no
it.
there's no like teenagers these days or like hardcore.
They're probably some hipster teenage girls. Oh, I
Maybe
love
a
the
few, yeah.
Spice Girls.
My mom turned me on to them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you heard this new? Oh, it'll be like that one time when I was in high school and this girl comes in. She had been dating this older guy. She's like, "Have you guys ever heard of this new band called Pink Floyd?" And we all just look at her
This
like,
new
"Babes, I don't know how to tell you this." I'm telling your dad. That does it. Like, no.
I'm telling your dad you're dating one of his friends.
Exactly.
Uh,
Do you know any songs of the Spice Girls? I
um,
know all their singles. I don't know anything off the actual like deep cuts on the album, but I know every single single because they play that shit freaking
yeah,
stop on MTV.
I was gonna say, like, if you play one of their hits from the 90s for me, I'll be like, oh yeah, that's Spice, that's Spice.
Like the 90s car ride sing along. Absolutely, at least 3 of those songs are gonna be on there.
Of course,
I Would
Wannabe.
Walk 500 Miles is gonna be on there.
Yes, yes. Uh,
Yeah.
Spice up your life.
Oh yeah. But like it was kind of weird. Like they started getting into like Latin music, Latin inspired music. I'm like, babes, none of you guys have any business doing that.
The British women try
It
to do
was
that.
Viva Forever, where I was just like, what are you doing? Stop it! It's embarrassing. It's always a little cringe, bro, for me.
I mean, was that like was that the height of the music industry before it came crashing down? Like that era?
I'd say the music industry probably started crashing in 2010. And that
Oh,
has a lot to do with like streaming and how Apple was like trying to like really be king of music, and then they were like battling with like the whole Spotify emergence and stuff like that, and SoundCloud and
okay. So
streaming is the downfall of music, actually.
I was gonna say Napster and stuff, and
Music survived. Music thrived in spite of that, in my personal opinion. It got people listening and trading and really like getting into music. And like I said, just because I have it on Napster doesn't mean I don't actually want a physical copy. Cause like, babes, I still had a Walkman. Like I wasn't that rich where I could get a freaking iPod right then, or a Zune for that fact. It took a while. It took like 2 Christmases, I think.
was it
So I
just
still had my Sony Walkman anti-skip, baby. So I needed my physical media. And the thing about physical media back then is like you could get the lyrics, you could get a poster, you could get an interactive CD-ROM where you get special like things and posters and stuff to put on your computer. So in that era, like definitely it was about physical media.
and you had to buy the whole album too. These days, it's just like, oh,
yeah, the thing, like I said, Apple making singles like 99 cents at the time was like revolutionary. You didn't have to buy the whole album for the single. Or you didn't have to buy the single or the CD single. But the fun thing about CD singles I loved is you could get a remix, you could get an extra bonus song.
And and now you don't even have to buy music. All you have to do is just stream it. Yeah,
but it's just something about streaming that just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah, I know.
I love a good vinyl. Ironically, not a big Taylor Swift fan, but I love vinyl. If you're a vinyl fan and you're a Taylor Swift fan, your room is it's covered in Taylor Swift vinyl at this point.
Yeah, I mean, vinyl's a bridge too far for me. But yeah, I like
really?
A good CD.
Oh.
A good CD. I mean,
a good vinyl, babes, with a good, nice, expensive
with
pair
the
of
crackle.
headphones where you can, when you hear the crackle and the soul put into it. listen, I like Simon and Garfunkel. Like I like music like that, so that probably is why. I
Yeah,
love
some of the
vinyl.
older stuff, I'm sure, sounds better on vinyl because that's what it was.
I'll
like,
tell you who
made
sounds
for.
good on vinyl.
Hmm.
Tom Petty.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
The old
I can
rock
see that.
stuff.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Hall and Oates, amazing on
Oh,
vinyl.
of course, yeah.
Terrible on CD, amazing on vinyl.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure because it was made for
Or
vinyl.
or to quote my dad, it sounds even better on 8-track. Shut up, Dad. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Oh, yeah, I'm old enough. I remember my
I
parents
saw
had
a truck. I was trying to buy a truck, and I was like, "Is that a fucking 8-track?" That's too old. Never mind.
I remember my parents had a stereo in the house. It had the record player and the 8-track in it. Almost like I was little. I'm like playing with the buttons. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's this?
You know, I would listen to Spice World on vinyl. I think
Oh,
it might
really?
add something to it. Maybe I'm pretty sure they probably even have it. I think no. The last one that they did in 2018, they did come up with a vinyl, like that
Oh.
album that they came out with when they were doing the tour. I never did pick it up, and I know my friend probably has it. I want to listen to it to see how good it sounds. Like I said, it just didn't appeal to me. It just felt too sugary pop sweet, which is probably why I didn't really like Mandy Moore stuff too. Like it's a whole thing. Like they tried too hard with Mandy. They tried too hard with Spice Girls, and that for some people, when you see somebody trying too hard to get your attention, it just turns you off.
Yeah.
It's
Again,
like
is
you're
it just
trying too hard, but
yeah? Is it just Spice Girls? It's like it's not like deep music, but it's like oh yeah, let me play.
it's fun. Listen, it's like I said, you put that shit on the radio with people of a certain age. We're all gonna be singing along, bobbing our heads for sure. But I think that's just kind of where it stops. It's just like at this point, nostalgic fun. I don't think they really
Yeah.
are generating new fans. I think it's just the fans that they had.
Crazy
reliving
drunk,
the glory
crazy
days.
drunk woman in their 30s and 40s. Oh, tell me what you want.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Sometimes you're a nostalgia act. I mean, look at the Rolling Stone.
Oh, jeez.
Look at the Who. Look at all these old rock bands are like damn near.
I mean, you make the joke about selling your soul to the devil. I think Keith Richards did that. I mean,
And
Mick
he's regretting it every fucking time.
I can't die. I can't die.
Just let me die.
Ugh.
But yeah, no, those are my thoughts on the Spice Girls. If you're a Spice Girl super fan,
Yes,
please
please.
feel free to leave a comment and a like or dislike, whatever you want to do. Let us know why we're wrong or if we're right, or why you like Spice Girls, what Spice Girls meant to you. So I'm sure, like I said, they sold a lot of music. They went 8 times platinum, or no, like was it like no, it wasn't diamond because it wasn't as much as NSYNC, but yeah, they went like platinum and diamond some of their stuff. So like it was a market for it, like I said.
Oh yeah. I mean,
but again, they kind of told you what you wanted back in the 90s. Like there wasn't, mainstream was mainstream, and you had to go searching really hard for stuff off the beaten path, honestly. So like I said, grunge was mainstream for a very long time.
Oh yeah.
That's all you could get. So
So basically the song should have been, so let me tell you what you want, what you really, really want.
Exactly. I find it very funny that their first single is "Wannabe" because they want to be famous. They want to be popular. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, and they made it. They manifested it for themselves.
Yes.
So good for them.
At
the end of the day, good for them.
We love a good manifest here.
We do. Come on, DG Cheshire Electro Book.
So comment on you can comment on this YouTube video. Again, I mean, you can email us.
You can do it the old-fashioned way and email us or leave a voicemail. Heaven forbid, leave a voicemail.
I know, or you can even send audio to the email. Yeah.
Call your grandmother. Check on her.
Grandma. All right.
So what are we doing next week?
Oh, we're gonna talk because it is another anniversary, right? The entire franchise of G.I. Joe.
Proud to be an American hero.
Let's wait for Lilith to throw in the word propaganda. Anyway.
Well, duh, but I think I might even be able to dig up some of my G.I. Joe stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have a couple of really cool pieces.
Oh, nice.
I have to go to the storage unit, I think, though. But I will try to find some cool pieces.
So yeah, so yes, kids. I mean, we did a bunch of Transformers however long ago. So yeah, we're gonna get some GI Joe. Talk the franchise, and
You think you can get Channing Tatum by then? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Probably Marlon Wayans. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
oh, I was gonna say that question is more like, can Lilith get Channing Tatum?
Not his type. Sorry.
Oh, really?
Compared to his old wife who used to play Lucy Lane, and then that
Oh,
one
Jenna
singer
Dewan,
Jessie
yeah.
J, which they look just alike. He has a type. He has a type. Nothing wrong with that type either.
Is that always? Oh no. But is that always like a weird conversation when the current one looks
So similar that I didn't know. I was
Yeah,
like, did they get back together? They're like,
to
no,
the
that's
ex-
Jessie J. And I'm like, what?
I mean, does that make you feel weird as the current one? It's just like, oh, I look exactly like the ex. It's
Well, no, like I said, some people have a type.
well,
Like
yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio, as long as you're under 25.
Oh, the little Hellfire method. Okay.
Exactly. Well, I learned it from Leo.
That's right. So yeah. So next time we're gonna talk some GI Joe, and then the week after that, X-Men 97 season 1 should be wrapped up. So we're gonna talk. Talk the
Oh,
season.
it's been going bananas, by the way.
I know.
So much to talk about, bro. So much to talk about.
And then that'll be episode 68. Should we tell them what's coming in episode 69? Hail.
Might as well. They can send in some feedback because I know people have to have thoughts on this one. This is like classic vintage. If you were anywhere between elementary to high school in the 90s, this meant something to you.
Yeah, I was gonna say we need feedback on this. Come on, Ray.
Like I said, I don't know if they had it in Australia. I don't know. I think that might be an American thing.
There was a way to find it. I'm sure Ray found it. Yes, so send us your thoughts for episode 69 because Lilith Hellfire demands we talk to Sports Illustrated swimsuit issues.
Yeah, we'll talk our favorite covers, models, the history of it. It's gonna be fun.
Yes.
I didn't realize it had been going on for as long as it had. So surprising fun facts.
Yeah, so that's gonna be a fun episode, kid. All right, so send us your thoughts on Spice Girls or anything we just mentioned. Email us saltyandpetty69@gmail.com. That's saltyandpetty69@gmail.com. Or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can find all things Capes Lunatics, episodes, social media, merch, brand new merch with all brand new Capes and Lunatics, Capes Lunatics.
Now with 100% more ampersand.
That's right. Our living memorial to Mr. Charlie Esser. Or episode. So, yes, pick up the merch. And again, please just rain the money on us. Like,
we have so many projects we want to get done, and we need some additional funding from listeners like you.
Pretend we're a girl in a strip club working her way through college. Rain ran the money on us.
Make it rain.
Oh, you could drop that. You could drop that drop.
What? Oh, Justin's? Okay, yes. Rain ran the money on us like we're a young girl putting herself through college by stripping.
She looks like she was just working a stripper pole down at Divas.
Other kids, please send us money. We're working the effing stripper pole down at Divas. And of course, the Patreon, because again, this is censored us. If you want completely off the wall, uncensored us,
unhinged,
crazed, if you will, yes,
deranged proteges.
The deranged proteges of Rob Southgate. Yes, yeah, subscribe to the Patreon. Again, you never know what you're going to get there, but it's going to be crazy. So find it all in one place. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. That's tubespace.io/CapesandLunatics Podcast Network. It's down there in the show notes.
More vicious and brutal than ever.
You know we're not getting Strange Worlds till next year. Strange New Worlds. I'm so pissed off right now.
I know, I'm mad too. I thought I'd seen that maybe somewhere, just because probably the writer's strike and everything.
No, because they're cleaning house.
Oh. Yeah, but 2020. That's what we knew this was coming, right? That
Yeah, I was
2024
hoping that they could have swung it to the end of
Yeah.
2024, but it's gonna be like
Yeah.
mid 2025.
Oh, did you see they pushed back Craven the Hunter till December?
I did. I'm like, that's what I
Are
freaking
we,
thought.
are we just gonna keep pushing that back?
Until it disappears.
Come in 2028. It's more Craven the Hunter.
They're like, dear Marvel, just buy the Sony, just buy Columbia Pictures, please. Thank you.
Yeah, come on, just throw them a bagel or something for Craven and the rest of it. Come on.
So it can never see the light of day, please. Marvel, your only hope.
It's gonna be another Flash, man. Craven the Hunter. All right, so Lilith, people want to talk Spice Girls or 90s music with
If you want to yell at me because I said something unpopular about one of your favorite 90s music personalities, please feel free to friend me on Facebook.
Yes, follow her on Facebook.
Or if you want to join our class action lawsuit for being a 90s kid, friend me on Facebook.
I'm going to the hole on principle.
Oh my.
Trying to donkey punch me now, bitch.
I don't know what's going on.
Stronger.
That's right. If you're a young fellow around the age of 25,
They too have to wait till mid 2025 for the return of Hellfire in these streets. Nah, I'm
mid
joking.
2025. I thought
We'll have to see if I win the marathon. Maybe I don't know. We'll have to see. Hey, stop.
I thought you were gonna say midnight January 1st. Jeez.
Power of the penis.
We'll have to see if I win that marathon. Honestly,
We'll see how she's gonna ring in the new year.
It's all rape and murder. I'll tell you that.
buddy.
I don't know whether to be excited or horny or both.
Stop. It's done, bud. Okay.
See, all those young men are on leashes. You have to tell them to sit until January. Thank you for joining us for another fun-filled episode of Salty and Petty.
Another fun, nostalgic romp down through the 90s.
That's right. So join us for more nostalgia, Transformers, G.I. Joe next time. Sorry. But join us next time, same salty time.
Same petty channel. We are Salty and Petty, the saltiest and pettiest podcast ever. Duh.